My wife accidentally called me on speaker. He's so pathetic, I can't wait to leave him, she told her lover. I didn't say a word, just hit record. 48 hours later, I handed her divorce papers and she realized I'd heard everything. I was folding laundry on a Tuesday night when my phone lit up. My wife Jolene was calling me from the kitchen, which was weird because she was supposed to be at her sister's house. I answered and heard her voice immediately, but she wasn't talking to me. He doesn't suspect anything. He's so pathetic, honestly. Still brings me coffee every morning like a little puppy. A man's voice laughed. When are you leaving him? Soon. I just need to get through the holidays so I can lock down the house in the divorce. My lawyer said if I stay through January, I get a stronger claim on the property. I stood there holding a warm towel against my chest. My hands weren't shaking. My heart wasn't racing. Something inside me just went completely still. The man spoke again. Does he know about the account? The offshore one? God, no. He doesn't even check our bank statements. I moved $60,000 last month and he didn't notice. She laughed and it sounded like a stranger's laugh. He thinks we're saving for a vacation. I looked at the phone screen. Call duration 2 minutes, 14 seconds. She must have butt dialed me or hit my name by accident. I pressed record on my screen recorder and set the phone on the counter. For 23 minutes, I listened to my wife of 11 years describe exactly how she planned to destroy me. She told this man about the prenup she'd convinced me to sign 5 years ago that heavily favored her. She told him about the joint credit card she'd been maxing out in my name. She told him about the storage unit where she'd been moving furniture and jewelry for months. She even told him about the life insurance policy she'd taken out on me 6 months ago. $2 million, she said casually. If something happened to him, I'd be set forever. The man went quiet. You're not serious about that, right? I'm just saying the math works out nicely. They both laughed. The call disconnected when she accidentally hit the screen again. I stood in that laundry room for 10 minutes without moving. Then I saved the recording to 3 different places. Cloud storage, external hard drive, my brother's email. The next morning I brought her coffee like I always did. She kissed my cheek and said, "You're too good to me, babe." I smiled. Anything for you. I took that day off work and drove straight to a lawyer. Not just any lawyer, the most aggressive divorce attorney in the city who charged $400 an hour. I played him the recording and watched his eyebrows climb higher with every sentence. She admitted to hiding assets, financial fraud, and arguably expressed intent regarding your life insurance, he said. This recording is admissible in our state. He pulled out a legal pad. Here's what we're going to do. For 48 hours, I acted completely normal. Made dinner, watched TV together, held her hand during a movie while she texted her lover under a blanket thinking I couldn't see. I smiled through every lie she told me because I knew exactly what was coming. On Thursday evening, I set the divorce papers on the kitchen table right next to the coffee I'd made her. She walked in scrolling through her phone and froze when she saw the documents. What is this? Divorce papers. Is this a joke? Page 7 details the offshore account. Page 12 references the storage unit on 5th Street. Page 15 addresses the life insurance policy. Her face went from confused to terrified in about 3 seconds. How did you? I pulled out my phone and hit play. Her own voice filled the kitchen. He's so pathetic, honestly. Still brings me coffee every morning like a little puppy. She lunged for the phone, but I stepped back. My lawyer has copies. My brother has copies. My accountant has copies. She started crying immediately. Not sad crying, scared crying. Baby, please let me explain. That was taken out of context. I was venting to a friend named Dominic who you've been sleeping with for 8 months. That friend? Her legs gave out and she grabbed the counter. The prenup you made me sign? My lawyer found 6 violations on your end that void it completely. The $60,000 you moved? That's felony theft from a marital account. And that comment about my life insurance? I leaned closer. The police found that very interesting. She slid down the cabinet to the floor. You can't do this to me. You did this to yourself. I just pressed record. I picked up my coffee mug and walked out. She's living in a studio apartment now. I kept the house.